1 year old. We got little 1-year-old babies here. They're not babies anymore. I just fed them. They're pretty happy about that. So they are 1-year-old. Twinny, my pretty girl. They did a molt and they stopped laying for about it was about 2 months. It was all, it's also winter. But they're laying again, so I'm pretty happy about that. No poop on the eggs. If there's poop on the egg, god dang it. That's bad, Twinny. Do not peck that. I'm holding it up to show people. They get mad when I take their eggs. It's cool. Be cool, Twinny. So, my hands are so dry, I don't mind that. So I pet them, and then sometimes they let me pet them. Anyway, if they're eggs, I'll show you again. They're gonna freak out. It's okay. I'm allowed to take your eggs, remember? Anyway, if their eggs have poop on them, then they have worms. And you need to feed them some food-grade diatomaceous earth in their food. I put a little in their food all the time. Okay, so that they never have worms. You also want to put the diatomaceous earth in their bedding and their dust bath to prevent mites. Chicky babies. So their feathers grew back in very nicely. They're so pretty. And they give us beautiful, non-GMO, organic, no seed oil free eggs, which we're very happy about. It is February 17th, I think. So I do want to get more chickens, but we're going to be moving soon, so I want to wait till we're moved and settled. We get blues and greens, so we get different shades of blues and greens. I want to have all sorts of colored eggs, nice rainbow basket. So I do want to get more chickens eventually, but that is a whole process because I can't get a rooster because I live in a city. Can't get a rooster, so I have to get chicks and I have to raise them separately from these girls and then introduce them carefully to the flock. So that is a whole process, and once we're moved, I'm going to consider when is the best time to do that. Again, in their feed, I make the feed whole corn, non-GMO, and black oil sunflower seeds, and I put food-grade diatomaceous earth in there, about a cup. I make a big, one of those big totes. I make a whole thing full of that, and I put about a cup of diatomaceous earth in that big tote. It's like, a big, one of those huge totes, you know what I mean. And, okay, so what else do I put in here? Flax seeds, organic flax seeds. I put a big, huge bag of black soldier fly larvae, and I do oyster shells, or I do oyster shells and I crush up their shells. So I also crush up their shells after I use them, and I put them in their food. It's a great source of calcium, and I know that their eggs are organic and non-GMO and seed oil free. I feed them. I give my dogs a good dog food. It's Purina, and it's just meat and liver and broth with some tiny bit of veg in there. I feed them the fish kind of the Purina wet food. It's called Simply something, but it's the seafood kind, and I feed that to them, I would say every 3 days, or at least twice a week. But yeah, and in their big tote, I put the when I mix the big tote together of the flax and the corn and the black oil sunflower seeds and the bugs and the diatomaceous earth, I also put in some single sourced extra virgin olive oil, just so that it's not too dusty. What was that noise? That was weird. Just so that it's not too dusty. It's a little cold out here today. Okay, everybody lay eggs. Good girls. Everybody lay some eggs. Okay? They're a little wild. 20. 2 of them I called 20 because I couldn't tell them apart for a long time. But there's 20 again. 20. And there's Pepper. She has a peppery face. And Peaches looks like Pepper, but Peaches does not have a peppery face. Oh, it's chilly out here. Ah! That's a weird noise you're making. I do have the little heater that I put in their water dish so that their water does not freeze. And I have a nesting box out here, but they don't use this. They use the nesting box in there. There's the food. I know, you're pretty girls. That's Peepers, the black one. Peepers, you gonna lay some eggs? You're such a good girl, Peepers. Tony, what do you think? I was using that dog. It's an outdoor dog bowl, but it stopped working, so I don't know. What do you think, Peepers? She's a pretty girl. Pebbles. Pebbles is scared so easily. Pebbles, it's okay, I'm your mama. I'm your mama. Pebbles was their first girl to start laying. She's a good girl. Peepers. Okay. I know it. I know it. You guys want more sisters? Do you want more sisters? I'm a little worried that looks like a hole that an animal's been coming in through. So that's not cool. That will need to be covered. There was so that part of the... I can't wait to move. That part is sitting on concrete. It's on a driveway. So I have the outside, I put fencing on the ground, which is called skirting, but I can't do that to the other side of this coop. And so I tried to shove stuff down there, and something is still digging a hole through here. That's not cool. Probably a skunk. So I'll have to figure that out. Alright, so that's the update on the chickens and what's going on with the chickens. And they're having a good time. They're having a good time. Chicky chicky babies. Chicky chicky babies. Twinny, look how red your comb is, Twinny. You're so pretty, you're a pretty girl. You're a pretty girl, Twinny. You're so pretty.